Hi there, hello, welcome to this hangout. It's 9 o'clock, just a little bit after 9 o'clock UK time. And I'd like to thank you for taking the time out to join me at the moment on this Google Hangout. I'm part of the Success Imbalance team, and I'm one of the independent business owners with Total Life Changes. And I'm hoping that we're going to be joined by Kay. We were actually hoping that you would have been able to have seen our faces, but we've had a few technical hitches today. So you can see a picture of us. So hopefully that is okay with you guys. And what we're going to be doing today, I'm just going to run through the agenda. This is not going to be a long Google Hangout. I wanted it to be quite kind of tight and kind of packed with kind of information. But the main purpose of this was really to introduce you to the team, and in terms of what we're trying to achieve, or what we will be achieving with TLC, and to see if that was of interest to yourselves, because obviously when you join the business you also want to think about the team that you're joining. So today I'm going to first just do a brief introduction about myself. If Kay manages to find herself onto the hangout so she can take part, then I'll obviously get her to introduce herself properly. I'm then going to cover briefly who is TLC, who is Total Life Changes, the company's history a little bit. Also, what's all the hype about? A lot of people are clamoring for the tea. What's all the hype about? Is it really worth it? Is it valid hype? Then how do you earn money as an independent business owner? And then we're going to kind of summarize by talking about why you should choose the Success Imbalance team if you are looking to join TLC, and basically how to get started. I think Kay's still struggling to get on, unfortunately, so I will crack on. So firstly, about myself. I'm Tonia Kelly, as you can see in that bottom photograph there. I'm based in the UK. I'm London born and bred. I'm a mother of two. Historically, I came from a background in direct marketing. And if you're not sure what direct marketing is, that was before email and the internet. That was the post that you would get in your mail. Leaflets, direct mail, all that sort of stuff, what we now endearingly call junk mail. That was before the internet. And then from there, I then shifted into recruitment, public sector recruitment. And really the last kind of 6 years, I've been a stay-at-home mum, and I really kind of got into network marketing really from that time as a means of being able to generate an income working from home that was flexible, bearing in mind my schedule, and that really I felt would pay me in really direct relation to the effort that I put in. Because I don't know if you're like me, but I have been in roles before where, you put in the extra hours, the extra time, and when it came to getting a pay rise, even, you were lucky if you got one, or you got minimal, and it never seemed to really be in equal representation to the amount of effort that you put into the work. And obviously there were other people benefiting from your effort in the company, but you really weren't benefiting from it. So I turned to network marketing as a way to earn an income from home. And I love the fact that it also incorporates personal development. It's very, very important, because you are your own boss. You don't have a manager breathing down your neck, telling you need to do this now. You're the one who's got to get off your backside and basically crack on. Okay, so that's my story in terms of my background. So let's talk a little bit about TLC. Well, TLC, Total Life Changes, is a debt-free company. It's been going for over 14 years now, which may be a surprise to some people, because I think a lot of people think it's like a brand new company, but it's not. It was just primarily operating in other countries, really, mainly South American countries. So as I said, it's over 14 years old. They started with the NutriBurst. That was like the flagship product originally. If you don't know about the NutriBurst, you need to know. It's fantastic. I've started taking it. The CEO is Jack Fallon, and his vision was really to have a range of products that would work quickly so that you as a consumer could feel the kind of immediate benefit from using that product, and also that the company were able to offer a way for people to earn an income, whether that's a small income, maybe you just need a couple of $100 or pounds a month, or whether you wanted literally a total life change. I mean, the company's name says it all, really. And I'm just seeing if Kay can come on. I think she's struggling now, unfortunately. Let's see if she can get in. And that's what they're doing. Now, their head office is based in Michigan, and they ship to over 150 countries. So if you do become an independent business owner with Total Life Changes, you are going to have a global based business. Okay, you can work it locally if you want, but you have that option, because some people really, really enjoy working online and like the fact that they can reach out to other people in other countries, not necessarily just working locally. But really, it was in 2013 that they decided to push into the US market. And what we've seen in 2014 is that the US market has steadily grown. And when I kind of started looking at it seriously as an income opportunity, it was really just beginning to pique a lot of interest. And that was like the back end of 2014. And then Shazam. I don't know what happened. It's like everybody just went TLC crazy. And really, the growth the company's experienced from December has just been phenomenal, which is fantastic for those of us who are starting the business now. But it has impacted on delivery times of the tea, because the ISO tea, has really driven a lot of that growth. So whilst I'm on the subject of the ISO tea, talking about the hype about the product, and really the hype about TLC has been driven by the ISO tea, and people have been so receptive to it. And just like I said, I've not been in a network marketing opportunity where getting product, and having product was an issue. You know how it is. You join something and, you kind of have to buy, you usually have an auto ship that you're required to have each month. And how many of us have joined an opportunity and you've ended up with a load of product that you can't shift, that you don't really use. And then, 2 years later, you're looking for something and then you come across said product that you completely forgot you had. I haven't found that to be the case with TLC. What I've found is that I can't get product in quick enough. And it's an amazing position to be in if you've experienced the whole product hoarding from other companies, to be in a company where people are chasing you for products, like, when are you going to get it? I want it, I want it, I want it. It's fantastic. And the ISOT, this is what it's created, this whole vibe. There's so many testimonials. You'll see so many testimonials on Facebook, on Instagram, all kinds of social media. And, maybe locally, you might have even seen, the odd flyer as people are joining and actually marketing offline as well. But the main thing that has been attracting people's attention has been the weight loss that people have been able to achieve using the ISOT. And I do post pictures of testimonials where people have lost weight by drinking the tea. But here's the thing, that's the hook. That's what gets people into TLC. And weight loss is always going to be a hook, because people all over the world are struggling with their weight because of the food we're eating and the lifestyles that we're leading. We're leading less active lives. But here's the thing, ISO tea is not primarily a weight loss tea. It's a detox tea, first and foremost. Okay, first and foremost, it's a detox tea. And the reason why I joined TLC, yes, it was because of the tea. Partially, yes, because I was seeing all these testimonials about the weight loss that people were achieving. And I know that a simple weight loss product, for me, a simple one, you can get more simple than tea. I live in a nation of tea drinkers. I'm not a shake person. I'm not too big on, getting a couple of scoops of that powder and mixing it. It always tastes like chalkiness to me, really, no matter what kind of shake I've tried. It's not a product that I can sustain. I start falling off the bandwagon if I have to take a shake. But tea, you make a batch of tea, you keep it in your fridge, you can have it cold, you can warm it up. Simple. Okay. But what got me was when I started looking into intestinal health, because obviously the ISOT, it cleanses the sludge from your intestines, and it also removes parasites, and it purifies your entire body. Okay. The 9 herbal ingredients, it's all natural. There's no caffeine. It's organic. When you start finding out about the properties of each of those herbs, and you understand how they come together so well in the ISOT, and then you start investigating why intestinal health is absolutely critical to good health. And I think a lot of people are missing that point, because they're seeing the tea and they're seeing the weight loss and they're like, great, okay, it cleanses my colons and I lose weight. But really the bigger picture for me, and I know it is the same for Kay as well, is the overall health benefits that you can achieve by using the ISOT, and actually all of the products within the range, depending on kind of what your situation is, what state your body is in. But the ISOT is almost like the foundation. That's like the groundwork right there. But, I really urge anybody out there who's looking at TLC and you've seen all this stuff about the ISOT, and maybe you're thinking it's just another weight loss product. I urge you to go and research intestinal health. Okay, what happens when your intestines are blocked up and are not functioning properly? There are lots of people out there, they're not going to the loo and passing a motion, so to speak, every day. Not even once a day. They might be doing it once every 2 to 3 days. That is not healthy. If you think about it, if you're eating red meat, your body takes about 3 weeks to really break that down. Now, if you're not even going regularly to the toilet, that stuff is just festering inside of you. Okay, because if you took some meat and you put it in a plastic bag and you left it in a nice warm place like your kitchen for 3 weeks, I'm sorry, the stench coming out of that bag will be enough to make you probably just retch. Okay, and the thing is, I know personally, I wouldn't want to even open the bag. I wouldn't even want to see what is in it. So you imagine what is going on in your intestines when you have all that gunk. It's not coming out properly. So then it's just solidifying and attaching itself to the walls of your colon, and then your colon's getting distended. So then your belly is popping out. And some of us are blaming that on bloating. Oh, I've got gas. No, you haven't. You've got about 20 years worth of crap, quite literally, that is blocked up in your intestines that cannot get out. Okay, and this is where the detox tea, this is why ISO tea comes in, because if you're not clearing what's happening in your intestines, then really you're just storing up a lot of health issues. You look at what health issues are caused that they can trace back to your intestines. Your intestines contain up to 70% of your immune system. So if your intestines are just shot to hell, then your body is really just going to be susceptible to a lot of ailments. So we're talking about, depression, maybe ADHD, anxiety, sinus problems, rheumatoid arthritis, all kinds of inflammation in the body, IBS, IBD, all those intestinal issues. It really affects the whole body. It's not just about it affecting your intestines, it's about it affects your whole body. So really look into that. That is why the tea is so popular, probably without a lot of people realizing why, because they don't understand the significance of your intestinal health. Okay, but there's lots of testimonials out there that aren't just about weight loss. They're about improvements in blood pressure, cholesterol levels, diabetes, people's situations improving with that, eczema, skin complaints. Again, it's linked back to intestinal health. Okay, so do check that out. But like I said, that is now the flagship product. It didn't start out as the flagship product. before it was NutriBurst, so now it's ISO T, but there are quite a few products within the TLC range that could be their own flagship products. Hold on, and I can see Kay is trying to get in, and she's not getting in. I think I'm going to be on this hangout by myself now today. Never mind. So do look into the product range. Like I said, this Google Hangout wasn't really about going into all of the products. There are videos. You can go to my channel. If you find the Tea Lady UK, and you can bring up some information and kind of a bit more information about products and so on, and how the tea works in specifics. But in terms of the hype about TLC, yeah, it's all valid. It's all valid for sure. But definitely there are other products there. You know, if you're primarily looking at weight loss, we have a weight loss coffee. The Delgado Slimming Coffee is very good. There's the NRG, which will help to curb your appetite and burn additional calories for you as well. There's the HCG and the Resolution Drops. They are phenomenal if you're looking to lose kind of 15 pounds plus in a short space of time. If you're looking to detox primarily, we also have the Chaga. The Chaga is phenomenal as well. Again, check Chaga out, Siberian Chaga. We're the only MLM company that has Siberian, 100% Siberian Chaga. Okay, it's a very powerful herb, very, very powerful. And it's a very effective detox if you take it as a shot, when you open a couple of capsules and put them in a bit of warm water and knock it back. Very effective as a detox. So if you know you want weight loss, or you know you really want the detox, we have other products, because obviously with the tea being in such demand, the turnaround time now for deliveries, I mean, we're talking, I'm in the UK, so for me it's around 5 weeks, 5 to maybe even 6 weeks. Okay, and that's because the product is in such high demand. So identify what it is that your customer or you are ultimately trying to achieve, and there are other products for you. Okay, so how do we actually get paid if you join Total Life Changes? Well, again, I'm not going to go into a huge amount of detail about the compensation plan. There are videos on my YouTube channel, the Tea Lady UK, or you can search for me, Tonia Kelly, that go into more detail. But I will summarize for you now what those kind of how you get paid. And the simplest way I like to describe is the 50-50-50. That's 50% retail commission, 50% fast start bonus, and 50% check match. Okay, what are those? Right, 50% retail commission is exactly what it says. Somebody goes to your site, they place an order. Every product has a point value attached to it, and according to the total point value of the order that they placed, you would get 50% of that. Okay, it's not based on the monetary amount of that order, it's based on the point value of all the products that they have ordered. Okay, and it can vary between products how many points they get. Okay, but if they spent X amount of money and the point value came to 120 points, you would get $60. Okay, so that's quite straightforward. The 50% fast start. Now, when you decide to become an IBO with Total Life Changes, you can get started a number of ways, and you can get started from anything from $40 to $1,500. And essentially, if you refer somebody and they decide to join, then you would get 50% of the package that they decided to join. So that could be anything really from $20 in commission to $750. And what I liked about the TLC compensation plan was that you can earn a 50% fast start bonus for any of the packages, no matter what level you yourself came in at. Because I know with some other companies, if somebody joined you and they joined at, say, the $1,500 level, which is pure product, there's no fee to join TLC. When you spend money, you're getting pure product. But in other companies, if you hadn't joined at that same level, then sometimes that commission would pass up to the next person above you who had. And I love the fact that even if you came in at $40, which I wouldn't advise, but it is what it is. Sometimes that's all you can do. But if you came in at $40 and referred somebody who came in at the $1,500 package, you would still get $750 commission, which is fantastic. The 50% check match This is another kind of amazing. I love check matches, and this is where your residual income can really kind of get boosted to another level. But 50% check match is basically anybody you personally refer into the company, who then obviously go on, you keep building your team, they're building their team. If you personally refer them, you will earn 50% of whatever they earned from their binary. So whatever they earned from their team, not their retail commission or fast starts, but what they earn from the team that they have built, you would earn 50% of that. So if you referred somebody and they were killing it, they were like going strong and hard and just building a strong team and knocking it out the park, and they earned, say, $10,000 or $5,000, you would earn 50% of whatever it is they had earned. That's very powerful. And the great thing is that once you start kind of going through the various ranks and building a bigger team, you eventually would get to the point where you would also earn 50% check match on those people on your second level. So person you personally referred, 50% check match. And then the person that they personally referred, 50% check match. So you can imagine, I mean, all you need is one or two people to just go crazy. And that right there, it could be a lot of money. And in addition to that, you also get paid anything from 10 to 25% on the binary. And the binary is essentially when you start building a team. So you've got one person on your left, one person on your right leg, and they're just building, and you're maybe building more people as well. So again, there are videos on my channel that will go into more detail about the binary and how that kind of works exactly. But know this, you will earn anything from 10 to 25% on your pay leg, which is the leg, the left leg or the right leg. Is the leg that has the lesser volume. Okay, so that's very nice. That's your residual income. Now, all of those are paid weekly. Okay, all the ones I've just discussed are paid weekly. So the retail, fast start, check match, and binary, they're paid weekly. And then once you get to a certain level, you could qualify for the lifestyle bonus, which is an extra $1,500 a month that is paid to you by the company. And that's really to help you with your business or kind of whatever. You could use it if you need to travel around the country in order to do presentations. Maybe you're helping your team and traveling to various team members and doing presentations with them and so on, or some advertising. So that's there for you to do as you will. Maybe you need a car to help you to drive around the country on your tour. So that's freely available to you to do as you see fit. So why the Success Imbalance team? Well, here's the thing. I was thinking, and I was chatting with Kay about this earlier on, and we were talking about reasons why somebody would want to join us and what the benefits would be. But actually, it's a two-way thing, really, isn't it? Because we need to also look at who we are trying to attract. What kind of people we would want on our team, because really, I've always said that you could essentially join any team. Because there is training available. I mean, there's so much information out there. There's training freely available. It really boils down to you putting what you learn into action. Because, nobody can nursemaid, nobody can be your nursemaid in any business. You still have to get off your butt. You have to have a strong enough why, to drive you through the good times and the bad times. And you need to implement what you're learning. If you don't implement, if you don't take action, nothing can really happen. Okay, so I would say that really for myself and Kay and the rest of the team, we're looking for passionate product users, because that's what it's about. Because we're talking about long term. What is our aim long term? We're looking to build a strong foundation so this business grows long term. We're looking at residual income. Yes, you can earn great money doing retail, fantastic money. And some people out there, it's all about that quick, fast, high money now, which is fine. Okay, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but as a team, we're really taking this commitment seriously. And I think Kay was mentioning to me earlier on about Harv Tieker and in his book, and sorry, T. Harv Eker. I'm just looking at the book now. And he talks about when you join a network marketing company, that you really should have a 24-month commitment to build that business. And that's how seriously myself and Kay are certainly taking this. Um, TLC really came on along at the right time for myself personally, because I was really looking at leading a healthier life. I had last year, 2014, I had some health issues, and I had a live blood sample taken, and I was able to actually see parasites in my blood. So when I started investigating this company and the products and the tea, I understood that this was serious. This is exactly what I needed. I understood that parasites are practically in all of us. Okay, so it was essential. This product was essential for a lot of people. So I really related to it, and it fitted in seamlessly with my life. And I think if you find a business that fits in with your life, where you're going, what you're trying to achieve, it's not something you have to sell anymore, because now you're just sharing. You're sharing the experience you're having with the products. You're sharing the experience and the testimonials of other people and what they're experiencing with the products. And if your team is built from passionate product users, you will always have strong residual income, because they're not going to be disappearing to the next hottest, fastest product that's now come out from another company. And there are people that, will do that. Okay. The beautiful thing with TLC that I'm seeing is that people are really, really finding that these products are making a significant impact on their lives, improving the quality of their lives. People who were, on hundreds of thousands, hundreds of dollars in prescription medication, and they're having, they're able, with their, checking with their doctors first, but they're able to kind of reduce the medications, or in some case come off. Now, I think that's just amazing. It's fantastic that it's happening. So really, we're looking for people who want to build a strong foundation, want to be with a team that will be supportive, will offer encouragement, be their biggest cheerleaders. Not to say that other teams won't do that. I'm not saying that other teams won't do that. But when you join through TLC, through success in balance, when any of our team members, we reach out to you and say, look, here we are, we've got a Facebook group, we're ready to welcome you if you want to be welcomed, because some people will join them, quite frankly, won't really do anything. But if you want that support, if you want that help, if you want that training, if you want to take part in Google Hangouts and conference calls and that kind of things that we will be rolling out, and I'll talk a bit more about that at the end, we'll offer that opportunity to you. Okay, because I have heard, and it's not just this business, other businesses as well, where people join up with somebody and then they never hear from that person again, because that person was just in it for the quick money, fast start bonus, boom, got it, thank you very much, and they're gone. Okay, and sometimes you might join somebody and they're not really working the business. That's just their thing. They're quite happy to just take some products, but they're not working the business. But ultimately, it's still down to you to, implement what you're learning in training and what you're learning from your group. So like I said, myself and Kay and the team members, we're here for the long term, where we're talking about building a solid base and strategies for building a solid base, so that the ultimate aim of residual income that pays you week after week, month after month, for that hard work you did in the beginning, and then you can just, kind of, it starts snowballing, and then almost it just snowballs by itself, because you've done all that work and set the foundations correctly from the very beginning. And the other thing is that although this is a global business, as myself and Kay, we're based in the UK, we're based in London, in actual fact, both of us, this opportunity is still foundation level for the US, for the UK, for anywhere really. But for the UK in particular, I mean, we've got a handful of people really who are with TLC. So there is huge growth potential for anybody in the UK that's looking to join TLC. And also you may find, I do find this, that some people who, if they're in the UK, say, for example, they are wanting to join a company, but they would prefer to join with somebody who is in that same country. And I know that some people prefer it that way. So we're just putting ourselves out there for anybody who's in the UK who wants to join with the UK team. Okay. And the other benefit of that is that our Google Hangouts and our webinars, or conference calls will be at times that are more conducive to those people who live in the UK or kind of EU. Because what we find with companies that have a primarily kind of US centric customer base at the time, or distributor base, is that a lot of the training is done in the dead of night or early morning for those of us who aren't in the US. And, you know, I don't mind staying up for trainings, things like that, but you know, you can't necessarily do that all the time. It's not feasible. So being in the UK means that we're able to offer, you know, those sessions at more conducive times, a bit more flexible for people, especially like me, who have kids. Okay. So I guess that's it, really. I think, you know, really when you're looking for a sponsor, it's about whether you connect with that person. And like I said, it was a shame that Kay wasn't able to get on. I know she's going to be really disappointed not being able to get onto the Hangout. I'm not sure what's happening there. Hopefully we'll be able to sort that out for the next Hangout. But yes, it would have been nice to have been able to actually see our faces properly in live format. But like I said, we're hoping to get that sorted next time. So yes, it's about connecting with people. If you feel like what I've said is kind of resonating with you in terms of what you would be trying to achieve with TLC, if you're looking to build solid foundations, and you know, some people build fast, some people build slower. We're all going in the same direction. We all want to get to the same kind of end point. But if you're looking to commit to a company and to a team, you know, give it that 2 years commitment. I'm not saying it's going to take you 2 years to earn any money, just in case anybody's thinking, oh my God, if she's saying it's going to take 2 years for me to earn anything. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm talking about life-changing income. And that's really what myself and Kay are looking at, income that will impact not, you know, our families, our immediate families, and you know, leave some kind of legacy for our children. You know, we're talking about building that foundation so we have that residual income, and you know, 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, we can look back at all that super hard work we put in and think, wow, that was worth it, because now I'm living life on my own terms. Okay, so if anything I've said resonates with you and you think, yep, that's the team for me, fantastic. Would love to have you on board. If you want to get in touch, if you have any questions, queries, anything like that, you can contact Kay and myself via Gmail. I'll give you the email address. I hope you've got a pen and paper handy. So I'll give you another 5 seconds to grab pen and paper. But if you have any queries or you'd like to join the team, the Success in Balance team with Total Life Changes, then please send us an email to sibtlc2015@gmail.com. I'll say that again. That's sibtlc2015@gmail.com. And one of us will get back to you. And again, if you have questions or anything like that, then please feel free to send us questions or feedback, anything. We'd love to hear from you. But we will be doing these Google Hangouts every 2 weeks. The next one is actually going to be on the 7th, Tuesday, the 7th of April, because the Monday is a bank holiday for those of us in the UK. But otherwise, they will always be Mondays, 9 o'clock, bi-weekly. And we will also be doing a conference call on Wednesdays at 9 o'clock. The next one will be this Wednesday at 9 o'clock, and we'll be promoting the dial-up numbers for that. Okay, well, I'd like to thank you for joining me and Kay's picture. And like I said, hopefully next time we'll get the technical difficulties sorted out. And you know, we will be covering different things each week. And next week, I'll probably choose a product, but we will promote that and let everybody know what it is we're covering. So again, I'd like to thank you very much for taking time out of your evening to join me in this, the first of the Success in Balance Google Hangouts. Looking forward to hearing from you and looking forward to some of you joining our team. Okay, then. Well, thanks very much. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.